Hi there, my name is Jacob and today I'm going to be talking about four, I'll show you what I mean in a second, of the best appointment booking or meeting booking things that you can do with a chatbot. So this is where the chatbot's going to talk to the customer or the client, book a meeting with them and take all of their details, everything you need to know, and it's going to do it in a really nice, immersive and interactive way. And the way that we're going to do it today is by using a full page chatbot as opposed to a widget chatbot. So a widget chatbot typically sits in the bottom right corner of a website, whereas a full page chatbot takes up the entire screen. The reason this is so powerful for booking meetings or appointments is because the user can't get distracted. They're not going to be getting distracted by other website elements, they're not going to be taken off the website or anything like that. They're just going to have a single screen which is answering their questions, taking the information that they need and encouraging them to get that appointment booked in so that you know that they converted and that they're going to be happy with it. And this is what I meant by the fourth. We're also going to talk about what happens when somebody needs to, say, update their booking or change their booking. Really nice, really simple use case with this, and we're going to look at some really powerful ways and really immersive experiences that you could provide with ease using a full page chatbot. Let's get started. Okay, so what you can currently see on my screen at the moment is a full page chatbot in all its glory. Obviously at the moment this is ubisend branded, you can change the colours, change the branding, make it match your own, make it look however you fancy, really easy to do. You can either say click the blues, click the greens, or you can enter the actual hex codes to get your brand colours exactly. Anyways, enough about that. Let's actually look at how you can book an appointment or a meeting or kind of a table at a restaurant, all sorts of things. We're going to show off quite a few different variations. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to engage with the chatbot as many users will, and I'm sure as many of you that are looking for ways to automate your booking process will expect it to happen. So I think the first thing, as you can see, I've got two options here. I can either say book a table or I can book an appointment using these buttons, but instead a chatbot, they're there to be talked to, so I'm just going to talk to it and ask it the most direct question. I'm just going to say, I need time with an expert. So obviously they might not say I need to book a meeting, so you might need to have a few different variants of how people could ask this question. Really easy to input, and that's what I've done. One of the ones I've gone with is I need time with an expert, whether this is IT support, whether it's a medical expert, whoever it is. And as you can see, I only had to ask one thing. One of our experts, Alex, is happy to help. Feel free to book some time in his diary, and I can just now go ahead here and just start inputting time in his diary. It takes about 3 seconds, and with that, I've said one thing to the chatbot, and I'm able to book time in his diary. Really quick, really simple, and because of the full page design, I'm not getting distracted, and I'm definitely going to end up completing that task. So that's a really nice way there. And obviously as well, was this helpful? Always nice to kind of throw these in from time to time. But that's the simplest way. But let's think about how, if I just reset it so it's like I just landed on the page for the first time, let's go with kind of one of the more thorough conversations, because that there was just using a embedded content, so that was just an embedded calendar which I can just click through and access. But sometimes you might not use that, you might have different ways of doing it. So one of these, for example, is book an appointment. So what date would you like to visit? And we're going to look at this, and I'm going to say I want to visit on, say, the 13th. And I'm going to visit on the 13th, and then it's going to take that data. I'm going to say what time suits you, and I'm going to be able to click through, and I'm going to say I think I'm going to come at 31 minutes past 6, a really random time, but you know, that's just me being a bit weird. And we'll click OK, and then I'll send next. So what's happening here is the chatbot's storing this data, and as you can see here, this is the dates that I just picked there. It's the 13th at 31 minutes past 6, my nice weird time. And then it's asked to take an email address to send booking confirmation to. So I'll just go along the lines of, just put a quick example and email in here. So I'll just put jacob@example.com and click OK. And then great, thanks. If you need to update your appointment, just let me know. And actually there's one thing that I just want to quickly mention here, because obviously I put an email address in there. So at the same time, I wanted to just show you what happens if I say maybe mess up that email address. So I'm just going to quickly run through this. So what you're going to see me doing is the exact same thing. I'm just basically giving the dates, really easy. I'm not getting distracted, just giving the dates to the chatbot, choosing the time that I want to go. So this time we'll go for the exact same time. We'll go for another 6:31 there. I quite like that time for some reason. And can I take an email address? If you remember earlier, I put Jacob@example, which I've set up so it thinks that's a valid email address, but let's just say instead I mess up typing my email address. So I put Jacob and I mess it up horrendously and I write something that clearly isn't an email address. Click next, and then the chatbot's going to say, that doesn't look like a valid email address. I can send you a text if you'd prefer. So it's really nice to kind of give your users, or say your customers, clients, patients, whoever it is, another little extra option, and also as well this kind of added layer of validation. Make sure that you're always gathering the right email addresses and nothing's getting lost anywhere, which is really nice. But let's say it does happen from time to time. I now need to go and update my appointment. So let's say I need to update my appointment. And now the chatbot's going to ask what my email address is, so it should hopefully still be remembering that from when I entered it in earlier. So I'm just going to go again and put jacob@example.com. And then it's asking me if I want to cancel my appointment or change the date. So I'm just going to change the date here. And then once again, just follow the same process, but this time I'm going to choose a time, and then I'm going to be able to choose it. And this time I'm going to go for 7:28 because this time I wanted an even weirder time to be having this appointment. And click OK. And there we are. So in the process, it's taken me very quick, really, really nice and sweet. And it's also actually said, that's all booked in. Shall I send the confirmation to the same email address as last time? I'll just say yes. So it's really nice. I don't even have to enter my email address in there. It's already remembered who I am. Really great way to kind of allow people to book appointments. Kind of really nice, really smooth. And as I mentioned before, I'm not getting distracted by anything. I have one goal and I'm getting there without zero distractions. The conversion rate is incredible. Now, obviously, that's kind of, I don't want to say too bland, but that's kind of quite an obvious way, very step by step. And sometimes, say, if you're booking an appointment, like, people are naturally going to prefer this step by step process. It's a really quick in, out, they've got their appointment, they've got what they needed, and they're happy to go elsewhere, and they're happy to carry on with their day. But sometimes, say, if it's booking a table at a restaurant, a bit different from appointment booking, you might want to give a bit more information, you might want to say and make it feel a bit more exciting so people are really engaged with your brand. So obviously, how many people will be at the table? Let's just go with 5. I don't really have that many friends, but I get to pretend because it's in a video. And now we have a variety of areas for 5 people. Would you like to pick, or would you like to pick yourself? And I'll choose the area, I'll choose where I want to sit on this table. We'll say it's at a restaurant. And as you can see, I'm now able to interact, and I've got 2 different areas. Here's their outdoor tables, I can go ahead and book there. And here's their indoor tables, and I can go ahead and book the table there. So this is a really nice way of using a full-page chatbot, not just to get the bookings across, but to kind of reinforce your brand and make yourself stand out. You're not just taking bookings for a table or for an appointment, you're kind of showcasing how great it is, more likely to lead to better reviews, more likely to lead to that kind of better experience with your brand. And as I said, booking appointments, really nice, really simple. This doesn't take too long to set up. Great ways that you can use a full-page chatbot. Okay, so that was just a few of the really impactful ways that you can use a full-page chatbot to enable your users to, say, book a meeting or an appointment. Now, the really great thing about this is everything that I built there probably took me maybe a little bit over half an hour today just to kind of demonstrate the purposes. And the reason for this is that I was doing it using ubisend. ubisend, it's a no-code platform. I don't need to be a developer. I don't need to be that technical. I just basically say to the chatbot, at this step, I want you to say this. When they say this, I want you to save this here, and I want you to take this meeting booking. Really easy, really simple to use, and it's a great way to kind of provide this full page experience that immerses your users and ensures they actually reach the end goal of booking the appointment. If you ever do want to see a little bit more of like how we actually build the chatbots or how you could build a chatbot, be sure to check out some of the live streams on our channel. We regularly just live stream chatbot building where you'll see us building live. We talk through everything we're doing. There's sometimes a bit of a Q&A going on with people that have joined us live as well. So it's a great thing to do. And if you ever want to see more of underneath the hood of ubisend, be sure to use the link down in the description of this video. You'll be able to take them to our website and you'll be able to get a one-on-one conversation with an expert, see if ubisend's the kind of thing that you need for your business, see basically just more underneath the hood. It's a really great thing to do. It doesn't take too long, and I really recommend having a little look, making sure that you're not missing out on any other like cutting edge of technology and seeing how you could utilize it to move things forward at your business. Anyway, that's everything from me now, so thank you for watching and I'll see you all shortly.